Yo mama's so fat.
How fat is she?
She used sofa cushions for tampons.
Yo mama's so fat.
How fat is she?
I swerved and tried to miss her, but I ran out of gas.
Yo mama's so nasty.
How nasty is she?
She's like a hockey player, only showers after 3 periods.
Your mama's so ugly.
How ugly is she?
Her self-portraits hang themselves.
Damn, those Your Mama jokes were absolutely ridiculous. So today we're going to talk about the difference between PulseX versus PulseChain, the way these two people were having their mama battles against each other. So we're going to talk about which one is going to be the best when the PulseChain comes out and which one is going to be the worst performing in the long term. Okay, so before I do that, let's talk about some of the comments that I got from my previous videos. Damn, I haven't been here in a long time. I really appreciate you guys for that. So the first person that commented is Mo. He says, "You really deserve more subs, bro. One of the best contents out here. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm gonna like your video and everything." Next, we have J-Man. PulseX buy and bird will be insane with insane games. And in fact, that's what I'm gonna talk about in this video. Why PulseX may or may not do better than PulseChain because of its game theory, like its buy and burn. Next, we have Pacific and Group 2. Way too conservative. He's talking about the 3300X that I talked about for PulseChain. In my opinion, look at the highs and lows of other swaps. Sacrifice phase, we paid about $0.0001 per coin. 1,000 equals 10 million coins. He means $1,000. Other swaps were more than $1 a coin at the time. 10 million coins. $10 million? It's true. This is going to explode dramatically. For the record, I said it's going to increase 3,300%, but I really think in the back of my mind it's 10,000x, but I can't really say that out loud. Next, we have Street Guru, who says, "I hope Pulse launches after the Stakes movie in PulseChain. That would be sick." Yes, Richard Hart is coming out with a movie that explains his whole process through cryptocurrency, how he came out with this coin called Hex Bitcoin or Bitcoin Hex, and how he changed that into Hex and now PulseChain and now PulseX. It's going to be awesome. Next, we have Pulse Debater. I like that name. "I intend to do a haunted strategy," which is a very similar strategy to my Bonito strategy. Look up here if you want to know about Bonito strategy. "Then do haunted buy and dip strategy. I might have to do 2 accounts to do this." Yes, I'm actually going to come out with a video about haunted strategy soon. Stay tuned. Next, we have Funding Jim. "Those jokes at the start were really funny. Definitely do more of these in the future. Cool channel." And yes, I'm doing more jokes like this. This is why I have the Yo Mama jokes at the very beginning of this video. It's amazing. This was for the PulseX buy and burn feature. Will it make you rich? I have a lot of comments here. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, Hex Day 01 says, "Thank you for your work, Benito. Have you ever thought about dropping the Bitcoin and just keep the Benito part of your name? Hex used to be Bitcoin Hex, like I said earlier, but now it's just Hex. Just a fun idea. Just a fun idea, LOL." That is very true. I mean, I thought about it, but I think I'm going to keep the Bitcoin part of my name because Bitcoin is a household name that everyone knows. Bitcoin is something that children know, that grandmothers know. Nobody really knows what Hex is. Nobody even really knows what Ethereum is. They really just focus on Bitcoin. And because I want to promote my name in the future, Bitcoin Benito, it's an alliteration. Benito is my first name, kind of, sort of. So yeah, I keep it. If it pops to 30x, sell that. Is a game that is a reason why they had grace period for liquid loans to cash out on investors. Total scam, BS platform will cash out soon. Shit pops. What the hell were you smoking when you were typing this? This is a video that I talked about when I joined a live stream for liquid loans. And I guess he's not a fan of liquid loans. I think liquid loans is going to do absolutely amazing because it allows you to keep your worth. It allows you to keep your assets in PulseChain and still pull some of that liquidity out and buy other stuff. Buy Lambos, pay your bills, spend money on strippers, who knows? So a lot of people in the Discord, a lot of people in the chats and the telegrams are saying that PulseChain is going to perform way more dramatically than PulseX. That's because PulseChain is exactly like Ethereum on the traditional ERC20 market. So because PulseChain is extremely cheap right now, like 1/1000th of a dollar when it had a sacrifice phase, people believe that it will explode to the same price as Ethereum right now, which is about $3,000 to $4,000. Maybe that's true. Now, that's actually a really good point. PulseChain is just like Ethereum. It's needed for every other PRC20 token that's going to be around. Every other PRC20 token, which will be a copy of the ERC20 tokens, only it's much faster throughput, and way cheaper fees. The fees are like half of a penny, right? So this coin is very important because it's the foundation of all the fast form moving PRC20 tokens that's coming out. And with PulseChain, you get a free copy of every single ERC20 token that has ever gotten out, and every single NFT that ever existed. You get a free copy on the PulseChain for cheaper fees and faster throughput, right? So this makes it extremely valuable. Okay, it is the alpha and the omega of pretty much the Richard Hart new ecosystem, right? So that's really true. But there's one tiny problem with PulseChain when it comes to price appreciation. It only has a burn feature. It doesn't have a buy and burn feature. And while its burn feature is 0.25 or 0.29% of every transaction, PulseX has a better burn feature. In fact, PulseX main feature is that it both buys and burns the PulseX token every single time that there is an exchange that happens on the PulseX network. PulseX, by the way, is just like Uniswap. And I'm going to do a video where I have a PulseX prediction in day 1, 6 months, 1 year, and 2 years. Okay, I know I already had a price prediction, but this is a more accurate, more up-to-date version of my price predictions. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. Now it burns it at a 0.006% or 0.005% rate. That means that if there's gonna be $1 billion worth of PulseX transactions on the network, that means that $600,000 will be pulled out of the market and burned forever. And when there's less PulseX in the market, when there's less of something, the demand continuously increases. And in reality, I think in like maybe 2 years, 3 years, $600,000 is not going to come out of the market. Maybe like 1.2 million, $1.8 million every single day will be burned out of the PulseX market. The value of PulseX will increase by itself $1.8 million every single day in the next couple of years. That just means that the PulseX coin is going to increase way better than the PulseChain coin in the long term. At the beginning, maybe the first 6 months, PulseChain will be a lot better because it's just a new Ethereum, but PulseX will do so much better because its game theory is so much better than PulseChain's. And I'm telling you this because I thank you, I love you, I appreciate you. Let's get this money.